It was just a lot of fucking people not understanding what the hell they were supposed to be doing, in my opinion. Or at least making it their own type of thing. It's like, oh yeah, it's like, there's a God, but like, I'm like above that too, because I'm king.
I think
it's like, I'm with that as well.
I think they're just using it as a form of control.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they use fucking shit as a form of control. It's like, but I'm not saying that I don't believe in God, because I do.
Yeah, but a lot of people have used that too.
But every religion's been, that's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, yeah,
I would say every single religion has been used fucking to control and do something like that. Because people take it and then they corrupt it. It's because they want power.
The last time a guy caught him, well, this is a bad example actually, but I was going to say the last guy who wasn't like blowing himself up for like, I'm just like a non-religious person isn't going to blow himself up. That guy did catch himself on fire, so this is obviously wrong. But you hear more about the crazy religious people going in and shooting up a school and blowing themselves up first.
No, that's because the shit's been corrupted.
And they're just like extremist.
See, the Buddhist guy who lit himself on fire, he I think he just sat there like a Buddhist, the whole time.
Yeah, he just meditated. He didn't scream.
Yeah, so that's just the way. If you don't do it like that, it doesn't count.
You didn't see the video. That guy did it.
Oh, well, no, I'm saying he did it.
He did it. No, he did it. You would not have been able to handle it as he handled it.
Okay, well,
I
didn't watch the video. I feel like
it was crazy. The lack of reaction he had. It was actually shocking.
If he did Buddha monk it?
He didn't Buddha monk it. I think he stood up.
But,
he went full fucking, what's that, the Gaijin Force from Dragon Ball Z? The fucking... Ginyu Force. He full stanced. He just stanced, dude, the entire time. It was, well, not the entire time.
That's kind of the same thing. That's just his pose.
I'm pretty sure he does. I might be misremembering this. I might be completely wrong, but he stands pretty still, though, from what I remember. I remember being shocked at that. I was like, he caught himself on fire, and he's, like, relatively calm for a guy on fire. I would be... you know what I mean? He's just like...
It's terrible, man.
It's nuts. Fuck Palestine. Fuck Israel. I'm not catching myself on fire for either one of them.
Like, I don't blame you, dude. No one's asking you to catch yourself on fire.
And protesting what is protesting at a local level like that going to do? Like getting your local legislator to be like, yeah, we're going to end this ceasefire.
Did you see the thing in Cleveland?
There's no, Cleveland's like democracy guys aren't.
They gummed up Cleveland with their cars that one day. It was like a weekend or two ago. Yeah. It was nuts. I mean, they just stopped up all the traffic to the airport. And, that's kind of like in the middle of Cleveland. And,
I wish they would have done
and they're upset that, I don't know, the legislature of Cleveland can't do something about Palestine?
They can't. It doesn't even make any sense. It has nothing to do with our government at all. We're going to go to war with Israel. How does this have anything to do with anything?
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they should stop.
I don't know. Coming from being a Christian point of view, like that's kind of our point. It's like, why does everybody worry about Israel all the time?
Like, we just need to just stop the aggressive actions against who's telling the soldiers go over there and fucking hurt these people.
I don't know.
Tell them to stop doing that.
But my question to everybody. It's not even talking about, just about everything that's going on in the world today. There's a conflict in Myanmar that nobody talks about. It's apparently there's Russian rebels. It's do you know what I mean? It's there's a ton of shit nobody talks about. Where does this all culminate?
No, I bet there's something crazy going down in some kind of place that you don't even know about.
But apparently NATO blew up their fucking pipeline and shit. What? It's remember that? You ever hear that?
Yeah, I heard something really cool about that. Some Navy SEAL guy was talking on this podcast, and they were talking about, because everyone's like, oh, it was Russia, or it was the Ukraine who blew it up, or blah, blah, blah. But this Navy SEAL dude on this podcast, he goes, we can get it done. And he said something, he was like, you think they did it or whatever? He's like, there's no way a small 4 to 6 man team could take quick moving small boats out there in scuba gear and detonate a pipeline and be out of there before anyone noticed or anything. He was like, there's no way that could happen. And he was being sarcastic, you know what I mean?
See, but that's what I'm saying. It's if it's known now that NATO blew that up, and a bunch of people are pissed off at it because Germany had a stake in it.
They're saying
there was a lot of it.
Yeah, they're saying that's why NATO's mad. All those BRICS like the BRIC squad, they all like, I guess Germany and France and like shit like that are talking about like joining up with the BRICS.
Yeah, because it's like they're all moving away from the U.S. and like that Western style. They're just like, I guess the Western style failed. It's like, because Middle Europe's always been kind of a touchy fucking place. It's like, and this has always been a place that's like bent back and forth between like really, really bad or really, really weak. So it's like they don't want to be weak again, so they're going to go side with whoever they think is going to give them the better chance. Like, you know what I mean? And I don't blame them. It's survival.
Just salty. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to fucking live in Eastern Europe, Middle Central Europe, Western Europe right now. I wouldn't want to live there. It's like, especially just everything going on, man. It's like,
it would kind of rule, dude. Oh, also, remember how we were talking about how I wanted to live in World War I or whatever?
Yeah.
I don't.
Why?
I was digging trenches all day. It sucked. I dug a 1-foot trench and I was like, this stinks. Like, halfway into the 1-foot trench, I was like, fuck this.
You could enter the war before when it was all
built. Did you really get like a solid square foot trench, or was it like kind of rounded at the bottom?
We trenched it.
Okay, you got a solid square foot trench?
We fucking... Well, it was fucked up because
could you fit a ruler sideways all the way down to the bottom?
We fit a 3-inch pipe in it. Yes, we had lots of room. It was like this. It was like this much.
Oh, that's even alright.
I could sit both knees in it and
that's a bigger than 12-inch.
Probably. But fucking, there's all this gravel, right? And it's all supposed to be gravel. None of it is supposed to be like mud. And
probably a lot of mud.
It's just gravel, right? And they're digging, and they're just going so fast. And I'm like trying to dig this one out, and it just shovel bounces off. And I was like,
oh, dude, I know.
I was like, this isn't gravel. And I didn't even say anything. I think I just put the shovel down and just pickaxe. I was like, the pickaxe is the only hope. It's the only hope, dude. Like, not a straight trench either. Mine was kind of shitty compared to everybody else's. But
it's tough. It's not easy. Trenching, dude. Just, you know...
They did that shit, though.
Straight hand tools into the land for hours.
Well, it's just wild to think, like, some of the craziest stuff that was ever built was built, like, way back in the day. Like,
I know. You know, I don't think...
It's like, what happens? Like, why don't we build grand cathedrals?
Like, almost anything before 1850 is just not even real, and we don't... It's, like, fake.
I've heard of that.
That's bullshit.
But why 1850? Like,
I don't know. That's just like that amount of time. So I mean, you know, just around there, somewhere between 1840 and 1860.
Yeah, but that just sounds like fucking New World Order whitewashing of history.
I don't know. I personally believe that the universe isn't as old as everybody thinks it is.
So I mean, yeah, but like all those big crazy buildings and stuff. Like, why aren't we building anything cool anymore?
I don't know. That's the question. It's like control. We have engineers. We have fucking like schematics. You think it's mind control?
It's for mind control. It's so we don't see in any net, like, humans in big cities, there's these just squares. And you never see these big, just jutting gray squares in nature, you know what I mean? And it's, like, devoid of life, honestly. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you're staring at this. Like, if you're just staring, watching videos of people get their, like, cartel executions all day long.
Oh, my God.
You're just going to be, like, you're going to be whacked out. You know what I mean? You're going to be fucked up. It's going to be weird with you, right? And that you're kind of just doing that constantly when you're looking at that weird architecture of just squares and weird reflective grays and just dreary.
Mirrors everywhere,
so
glass
dreary. And then whatever like weird vibrance there is, it's just these fucking bright LEDs just fucking scanning your brain, dude, just fucking burning your pupils.
Well, they fucking say that they want to put us all in like major cities. Like they want to take away like the counties and shit. They just want to have like a bunch of major cities like all around the nation.
I'd just go get hit by a drone in the woods, honestly. I'd just go live out my last days until I got fucking drone struck.
Well, that's why a lot of towns are like trying to build their shit up because they want to be recognized as a city and not lose their fucking right to have a fucking town, you know?
It'll be like, this will be like the minimum. Or whatever.
I don't even think this would make the cut.
It would. I don't know. They got that big building and all those churches downtown. There's like maybe enough people, just enough of a thing, but it would be like everything around it. I would maybe. But I think they would just let people go to the wilderness.
No.
I don't think they're going to let people do that. I think people are going to choose to do that.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone's going to
They're going to hit the mountains. Like, the people on the mountains and shit and, like, go into the mountains, like, they're not going to be fucked with.
We have to go to someone showed a map of America, and it was the map of America based on which camouflage is the most effective. So different spots would have different camouflage patterns. And there's Flectarn America. There's which is like the East Coast, and like other variants that are sort of like that Marpat like type style, like the marine fatigue ships, I guess. And then there's Marpat America. Then there's OCP America, and then there's like weird desert stuff America over here. And I thought it was really funny. But I think I'd go to Marpat part of America somewhere.
What is that?
That's like
type of camouflage.
It's like coniferous areas.
Oh,
and fucking shit like that.
Is it like what's that type that's like my pants I was wearing?
That's the woodland, whatever. It's like woodland. The American,
I have to
like
see
M80. It's the American woodland.
It's the classic.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I have fucking army surplus autism.
I just like guns. I think guns are interesting.
Same.
No, actually, I like basically everything from like there's certain stuff from like military stuff like camping gear, like the food kits.
Those go so hard.
Big into food kits. Got a couple of those.
I got MREs at the house right now.
No, I'm not into MREs though because I feel like that's like I don't know. They're just like
they're good, dude. I've tried one.
They're good to have.
I'm like, wow. I'm like, they're surprisingly better than what you think they are. But they do. If you eat a lot of it, it makes you fucking bloated. Dude. There's a lot of salt.
Do you know who Americana Pipe Dream is? They always have like cool like old school military equipment. Like so they'll have like the cooking things like you're talking about and backpacks. I'm trying to get a backpack off of them. They have this sick ass backpack. It's like an old East German rucksack.
Oh, dude.
It looks so sick. I want it really bad. But yeah.
So, we need like a couple of us need to get together to like drop the $2,000 to get the big ass tent. I'm talking like a legit like medical tent that's like the thick canvas, and like large.
Or we could all throw down like 2,000 rounds or $2,000 worth of 5.56 rounds.
They won't get you a lot, don't worry, bro.
Yeah,
you can get 1,000.
It's like a 20 by 20 tent. That's a big, thick, like weatherproof tent that'll like not get wet on the inside. You can you can have like a furnace in there and shit.
You talking about for like the bad time?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be useful. Like it might be nice to live in a military tent above all things in certain scenarios.
I can't hate on that. I mean, I like the tent idea.
It's a good idea
because it's like a big tent.
I know, but can't we just steal an RV?
That gets drone striked.
A tent won't get drone striked.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's also
the problem with the RV is you can't put an RV like actually in the woods.
You have a little fucking quadricopter coming in with a grenade strapped to it.
Today's warfare is brutal.
This is gay. Everything sucks. I wish the apocalypse happened in the 90s.
Sooner or later, hey, here's what I believe. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna develop an EMP. It's like, and then they're gonna fucking launch that EMP and crash a banking system, make all fucking electronic shit useless.
That does fuck. That rules. That is the best.
We were talking about it the other day.
For apocalypse, we did. Yeah.
The most optimum apocalypse scenario
is an
EMP.
It truly is. It's like the most.
Because it's not really an apocalypse. It's kind of just
we're alive.
Like
it's just we're back. We're back.
Yeah,
we're back.
Yes. And we need it. The Great Reset that fucking Bill Gates is talking about. Lame, gay. It's dudes with a lot of money making science experiments.
I mean, he loves electricity. He needs it.
I know, but if that's the case, then the whole world needs to be an EMP.
Yeah.
It's not just like somebody develops an EMP, they launch it, it fucking EMPs a country, because then it's just like a wartime scenario.
I don't know, dude.
But you're fucking pretty much useless. You're using iron.
It would be crazy if only America exclusively gets EMP'd. And people just know, but America just goes dark. For some reason, there's just a border around America that electronics just don't work anymore.
Oh, dude, but then it turns into like Lord of the Flies shit. It's like people
but then other countries on the coast, then immediately would be like we would immediately become like the most dangerous, I think, because, I mean, I guess I don't know, like maybe we don't have like missiles and stuff anymore.
I don't know. As much as I love a fucking like Great Reset, but not in a bad way. Like, it's just, I would rather it not just happen through an apocalypse. I'd rather just people be like, hey, can we just talk about what the fuck is going on everywhere around the world? And just figure this shit out. It's like, can we just go back to the way things were?
I think we're really close to, having it be like that. I figured, because, like, we're only, like, 26 or 27, and you're not even allowed to be the president until you're 35. So, like,
I know, but I'm just saying, dude.
Nobody who is like connected with the internet as they grew up is like in charge of anything.
But you don't think it's gonna be just more of the same? It's like, because people seem just pretty complacent.
That's a decent point, actually. I like that, but yeah,
it's like, because like we feel like, you know, that's like the right thing to do, because I think it's like there's all those memes of it's like, oh, LOL, we all had this same childhood, and then it's just some dumb things. Just when you're like fucking like, I don't know, like look in your refrigerator at night or something, and it's like bright, and it's like, damn.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Like
we've all had those moments.
But I feel like you have like, there's so many more people like in our generation that have just would be say that like they understand that it's like a true and anywhere, you know. They're just like less like prone to be like, oh well, you're Chinese, so you're so crazy, horrible monster that I don't even understand. They're just like,
you have to go ahead.
I know, but I feel like that, like it's all coming back around. It's like I feel like the closest we were to that was like in the 80s and 90s when shit was pretty chilled out. Like it started to become like us versus the fucking man.
Because people just like everyone was super disconnected. There was no way.
But people are still disconnected.
It's feasible right now. I could just get my phone and just start talking to a Chinese guy like on purpose and be like, hey man, what's up? What's your worldview?
What's my worldview?
I would say that to the Chinese guy.
Well, I know what your view on Chinese is. You just said, you dumb, stupid, ignorant son of a bitch.
We don't think that.
You said it seemed like
I don't think we think that.
No, but
it's like, but I do believe there are people out there that do fucking think that, and I think there's still fucking people who hold those.
But generally, those are like a lot older people because they weren't like they just were disconnected from being able to communicate with people from across the globe until like the 90s, you know.
Right.
And they lived like fucking decades before the 90s.
I mean, I feel like you're right. It will get to a point where that shit don't matter, but I feel like we're still in the stages of like fighting the it matters. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like they're still like I always view it like we're just human beings, dude. It's like we share a planet. It's like let's just keep it chill.
Well, humanity's young too, though. You know, we're just in our weird fucking phase where we throw tantrums and blow shit up, and then maybe at some point we'll stop throwing tantrums. You know what I mean? Maybe we're just so early into the fucking grand scheme of things that we're just in a weird turmoil time.
It just like I think it just kind of mimics the technology. It's almost like the same concept of like, you know, how like the revolver and shit and like guns and like, you know, just anytime like a human has a more powerful weapon than, you know, or is stronger somehow, it's gonna create like that kind of dynamic where it's like just like a power dynamic. And
but you don't think there'll come a time where that power dynamic like flips or like where it just stops?
Well, it expresses itself in different ways, just like, you know, all the time. You know, like with every weapon that is wielded by anybody, it will just exist in that format. And that's like with nuclear weapons, you know, that's this whole thing, like the mutually assured destruction, that's nuclear weapons, you know. It's just like if you're on the street and you have a knife and another guy has a gun, then, you know, you're gonna get shot.
I mean, pretty much.
You know, that's just on that played out like on like a bigger, just worldwide.
Well, yeah, I know what you mean. Like it was like it's like basically I gotta be the biggest bully. It's like, so I'm gonna fucking develop better nukes.
So
like
as soon as we have the technology,
a lot of nukes.
We just use it to just blow something up or do something probably horrible to somebody. Just like drones. It's like, yeah, we have nukes, but then also now we have drones. So we'll just like, you know, quadcopter a fucking nuke into your house.
I don't know, personally.
Or at least a grenade.
I feel like everybody's got different ways of thinking about things personally. It's like there's like your what you want to happen in like a perfect world, and then there's like what actually is gonna happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like in a perfect world, I would love for humanity to just throw down their shit.
No, but I see like in other countries, I think it's probably more. There's probably a lot more racism, honestly.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
I bet it's equal, probably. Well, China's killing a bunch of Uyghurs. There's fucking half of every country.
I guess like I could see America like on the path to being like less like racist and stuff, just because we're so connected to the internet, and the more that like communication and stuff gets globalized in any way, people are just gonna see what's going on everywhere on Earth. Like the more like basically.
We already do.
Yeah. Like just like shit's like you can just like go like whatever, it was like Periscope or whatever, it's like you can just kind of like go around the globe and just like find someone to stream in. But like so like we have the more of that. Like I don't see like why. But see, like old people, they're not on phones. They don't.
Old people are on phones. They just don't know how to use them.
I know, but they're not using them to like look at people in the other countries and be like, damn, that's
that's the point. It's like, well, and like especially with all this new technology coming out, like augmented reality, and sooner or later I'd be like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's something like Cyberpunk, where it's like you can fucking play memories and fucking live other people's lives. And
just go somewhere on Earth.
It's like, but is that where we're going? Is that critique correct, or is it going to be like all I can see is a pretty dystopian future with the way everything's going. It's like, and I'm not trying to hate on anybody. It's like, I'm just saying, as of right now, it's like, if nothing changes and we keep going down the paths we're going down, it's like technology's going to be growing at a crazy rate. It's like people are going to plug themselves into fucking computers and shit.
There's only 2 left.
Can I have one?
Have them.
Oh, have them? Thank you. Oh wait, there's so much more than 2 left. I picked it up. I touched these 2 and went, that's all that's in there. And I said, I shouldn't take these. But now I see that there's like a lot more.
No, I mean, I guess it'll probably just give it like a crazier version of what it already is. I think they'll make like the crazy super cities. They're definitely for sure going to make like the super cities, but those are going to be like what cities already are, like kind of like a lot more like liberal like type people, and they're going to be like more accepting like people like around the world, you know, which is good because then they're going to make all the cities like VR cities. So
I think just human beings have prejudices. I don't break it down to fucking.
But then imagine if in every single in 50 years right now, this is totally feasible. I mean, it's feasible with the technology right now if we just decided to implement.
Well, if Elon keeps doing what he's doing.
So it's like in 50 years, all the cities have like, or at least the major big cities. Like it would be like the cities like as big as like Cleveland and like whatever.
New York, whatever.
Cincinnati, and then like whatever, like all the main cities of all the capitals of the states.
The world, honestly.
And the world, yeah.
America's #1, baby.
It was going to be scanned and in augmented VR, so you can go to like you can just put on your AR goggles somehow and then like go to like and then just like portal yourself like into any city.
Well, Elon already put that fucking brain chip into somebody.
That rules. Pretty sick.
I don't know. I'm pretty. I don't like that shit.
No, it rules until you get an ad.
And that's what I'm fucking saying.
There's gonna be ads in space.
It's just gonna be shit anyway. It's some corporation selling it. I don't give a fuck if it's your cool meme lord corporate leader. He's still a corporate leader. He's just
that's what I'm saying. I ain't hate on. I'm not fucking talking up Elon.
Dude, but somebody's doing it.
I'm just saying. It's just like fucking.
Yeah.
He's just the one coming out saying, I'm doing it. You know, there's people doing it.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, if we're already at this point, it's like, how'd he get the fucking tech?
He's like not even doing it. He just like decided to pay this company more money that was already doing it. And now he's like...
They're doing it. The money talks and all that shit, so it's like... You can't do any of that research without paying people or having...
But they were still like on, a certain track of like progress, Yeah,
you just
on their own
it up.
Without Elon Musk.
It is good he did that.
For like
cool
a long time,
like
probably.
That, but
I just don't want to see a future where it's just distraction. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, everywhere you fucking turn, it's just something. It's like we're already there.
I'll tell you what.
It's like, but like even worse than it is now. I hope
all space is gonna be like VR.
I think this is just as bad as it's gonna get. I think that we're gonna realize. Me hoping that humanity does reaching outer galaxies and survive and do all that cool shit that I won't be able to see it do. Even though I do think it's just gonna take a shit, but it's like we're gonna get tired of it.
Right.
We get
See, that's why this is an important podcast, because AI hasn't taken over the entire universe yet.
Not yet.
He answers the phone. It's just static that just like beams like code and just shuts down.
It's a fucking AI. It's like, oh god, well, Jared, knock on wood, Jared. Well, fucking.
A satellite falls in my yard.
But like, it's like I got a fucking computer face and it's frowning and just glaring at us.
No, I would just imagine that's the only way like an AI can like, it can't like hurt you, right? Like if an AI was fucking pissed at you, right, just sitting in its server with just like a fury at you and it wanted you dead, And but it knew where your phone was. It could hack everything. You know, it can't just come out and shoot you. It's just a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Not yet, but what we're doing is simultaneously.
But right now, all it would do, what it could do is it could pinpoint and it can predict where you're going to be at a certain point, and then like just crash a satellite into you.
Well, you ever heard of Roku's basilisk?
No.
It's a fucking mind paradox thing. It might be. It's like I don't like telling people because it's one of those things. It's like, but here's the thing. It's. Say there was a monster that knew you wouldn't like it when it was around. It's like no matter what you were thinking, what you were doing, it's like, you know, it can predict if you would accept it as its leader or not. It's like, do you know what I'm saying?
No.
It's like accepting it. It's like, would you accept it or would you try to destroy it? And it can accurately predict.
Wait, so it's trying to be the leader?
Or it's trying to know if you're going to be a detriment to its existence, leader, or whatever.
Then what happens, though, if you are? That's a part of it.
Well, the thing is that it matters how you feel about it when I tell you, because as soon as I tell you, the monster or AI can predict that at one point we had this conversation, and that you didn't like the thought of having AI as around or as a thing.
Well, you know, I don't mind it. I think... because I can run off into the woods and escape it, inevitably.
Well, what happens when you can't? Like, what happens when it's using satellites to GPS your current location?
Well, I mean, it's definitely doing that, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't. I can just like I can take my cell phone off of me. That's the point where it's like if it's implanted into you and shit, then that's like another kind of problem.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why we got brain chips, my dude.
But yeah, it's just like that is like just the level of if you it's safe if you can like run away from it, if you're allowed to turn the computer off, and because that's the whole thing. I mean, it's like, you know, and it just like brings me back to when I was a little kid, like using the computer, and it was like a big
power button.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like if you had like a old desktop tower, you hit
Way
the power
back in
button,
the day.
and then you hit another big power button for the monitor, and it was like a CRT monitor, and it went bang, with the screen, you know.
Just really old school.
And then it just like that was just like fucking. But then when you turned it off, it was like the effect of like fucking turning, like, you know.
Oh, I know.
A very it just had a very visceral effect.
You felt it.
Like
when you turned off a fucking TV with a donk on it, you felt it turn off.
Yeah,
I know.
Like
and
the
you
CRTs.
feel it turn on. I would lay in my bed. I like really do specifically remember this, and it's actually I miss the TVs with the ass. Probably don't miss it. It was probably giving me brain tumors or something.
Yeah, it's a painful noise.
But no, you would shut it off, and you would like feel the wave, like the wave of the TV shutting off.
Oh yeah, it's like the fucking.
Yeah, and it's like connected to like the network of all electricity and shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It's been on for hours.
TVs were way crazier when they affected the environment around them, dude. Like watching TV, I was like, oh yeah, this thing.
Yeah, I know. I legitimately think we can like start to like do some weird alchemical thing or like a portal with like those shows, you know, that have all those like CRTs like on like the, you know, for like the stage. Like that's.
I bet you it's just a.
Or like some like
sound capturing orb that sends information back to the government, and then when you shut it off, it goes. Zoop.
Or it's just a really primitive signal.
It's the sound.
It's just like beaming, like radiation of like and magnetism.
Or I don't know, man. I don't know what
magnets. It's probably magnets, because there were magnets.
It's electromagnetism and some other type of like.
It is
visual like ray.
It is half-ass fucking. It's Hermetica, honestly. Hermetica and science put together. Yeah, that's why when you put a magnet to a TV, it fucks it up. Or one of those TVs you put a magnet to.
Because it's disturbing the electromagnetic field. Because it's somehow to like. Yeah, I wish. Like,
I know, but the electromagnetic field is the electromagnetic field.
But that's what those old TV leaders heavily manipulating.
Probably.
Also, there was ancient Egyptians had electrical wires wired throughout their like temples
and batteries.
Yeah.
Baghdad battery.
And it was like fucking nuclear powered.
I don't know about that, but they did have batteries.
I don't know how we can tell. I don't know.
Well.
It's like they show it and it just looks like a pile of
I think they like smashed the ground and then like beneath it with like one of those like Tesla generators and then used the piezoelectric effect in the granite and the fucking limestone. Oh no, the granite and the the quartz. It's like granite and quartz. When you smack it together, like fucking.
By the way, to the viewer or listener, isn't granite or quartz. Those are two river rocks.
This is literally granite and quartz.
No, it isn't.
Dumbass.
No, it isn't.
Fucking feel it, dude.
To the audible listeners.
I literally know.
It is two pond pebbles he found earlier in the day.
I just love my
he does
fucking.
not have any rocks
It's
in his house
fucking
that are
granite and
cool.
quartz, dude. Shut
His
up.
rock
And it's sparks.
fucking sucks.
If it wasn't fucking so bright in here,
That's the one thing.
then you would have seen it spark.
That's
and
the
it's
one
called
thing.
the piezoelectric effect. And when you squeeze granite and quartz together, it creates a difference in the electrical potential of the surfaces of the rock.
You see, I was getting hyped. It's because I insulted his rocks, dude. That's the one way to probably move Jared to violence is to just sincerely shit on his rocks for a while, dude.
I'm sorry.
I have your cool little plate rock you gave me, and I drew a face on it sitting up in the fucking. Definitely wasn't using
Dude,
it.
but they're fucking real, dude. Look at them.
No, they aren't.
This is a fossil. This is a fucking fossil. You see it?
I see it with my eyes.
It's a fossil. Yes,
I don't know. I cannot confirm or deny.
That's what's fucked up about
This is an
rock.
ancient Native American shoe.
I hate your axe theory on some of your rocks, dude. Some of your axe theories are good. Some of your fucking rock axe theories stink, Jared.
Well, maybe it's not an axe. Maybe it's more like just like an atlatl spear point.
This is a heavy spear, brother.
You want to kill something big? You want to fucking throw?
Oh, you did say Adelatl. That's fucked up. You slipped Adelatl in there on me. But
I mean, if you want to launch a big thing,
that is the sling thing, right? Or is that the thing where that's the stick? Where you?
I think they had big ones.
What's the spinny thing?
Sling.
Is it just a sling? I thought
It has a name, but I
it
don't
does
know.
have the Greeks used it. It does have some fucking
I think
name.
it's literally just a sling. I don't know. That's
No, yeah, sling is it, but
That's what it
the
is.
Greeks called it
because it's
something.
not a slingshot.
I was
No, it's
hoping.
just a
Because it's just a sling. You know, it's not like it's not a shoot.
You're absolutely right.
It's just a sling. You just throw it.
It's not a shoe.
No, shoot.
Oh, shoot.
You know, because a slingshot is like shoot it,
Yeah,
Yeah.
stretch it,
bop it,
potential.
twist it.
You use elastic potential, not just throwing it, spinning it.
Bopping it, twisting it, pulling it. That's the other one. Pulling it. What a silly goose I am. That's basically the 10 Commandments of autism.
You know, I never had a bop it.
What?
Yeah.
I'm pretty good at it.
Never owned one. You're pretty good at a bop it?
I've never heard anybody brag about being good at a bop it before.
I've seen like bop it
If it's the one, if
There's
it's the
bop
one,
it offs.
if it's the one, if with also with the shout it, and it's like the white one. Yeah, you scream into it.
That's awesome.
It's like there's like
I've never heard
certain.
the shout
It's a
one.
specific white one that I can do. I've only messed with that one specific one. So there's a bunch of different models
That's fucked.
because like it's just the one I had as a kid.
Well, then I bet you could do original bop it.
No, we should get a couple of them.
Oh god, bop it?
Yeah. It's you know because it's like rhythmic. It's honestly it's like a musical thing. It's like would be good for like music training.
Could you
Hit it.
fuck?
Slam it.
Sorry. Could you fuck with it so it said other stuff?
I mean, you
Are they like weird sound cards in there?
I
that
think
just-
now at this point we're just talking about creating an original bop it.
No, but I just want to do something simple where I can just splice something else in so it plays a different audio sample instead of bop it.
We just gotta create a new bop it.
No.
No, it'll be easier.
Create a new
I'm
bop
not
it.
creating.
We have to get the license for bop it.
No, I mean we call it like
Step one, get the license for
Step
no.
one. That's step one.
No,
That's gonna be an
bop it's like our
arduous step.
competitor now. You know what I'm saying? We just create like the next.
All right.
big
What's
thing.
what's our off-brand bop it called?
Pop it?
Pop it.
I fucking hate this, dude.
Drop it. You just drop it and you throw it on the ground.
Drop it. I like drop it. I enjoy dropping a lot. Drop it. You just leave it there. And that's how you play the game. It's a rock that comes in plastic container.
You just hear one hip hop like hit like boom.
Yeah.
Drop it, boom.
And that's it. No, you only get one use.
Yeah, one year because it's made of
Drop
shitty
it.
plastic.
Yeah,
We'll
it
sell
breaks.
100 of them. We'll sell millions. They'll have to keep coming back because they'll be like, dude.
It'll be like Supreme. People will want it because they're like, aha, this thing's a meme.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you
No,
keep
dude.
buying our stupid fucking rocks. You
How was he
Like
saying?
drop-
How was he saying? Because we're gonna
We're
create like a
gypsies
whole
now.
new like real like like we use like a Raspberry Pi and like Arduino
thinking.
controls and like sensors, so you can plug it in and then like use like code to like tell it, and then you can put like a sample, so it's like, you know, if you hit the, you know, you just create like the code for like a new poppet, you know.
Right.
I think it's possible, and like, you know, with a little bit of coding I have done, I haven't really messed with it, but like, you know, I feel like Arduino is inevitable in the future for me, because I just want to create things so bad.
I think we should invade France.
Why?
Because I don't like them.
Why?
I don't know. It's because of Age of Empires.
I understand.
Or it's because of, what do you call it?
Age of War.
Total War, yeah.
They got Petzl. They're the climbing company.
I don't give a shit about Petzl, dude.
You know what?
I want Petzl to sync with the rest of France.
No, dude, they have like the best carabiners.
I don't give a shit.
They have good bread.
Dude, France rules. For as much as I pretend to hate France, I really do want to go live in France for like half a year or something.
I don't know, man. France.
No,
like, living in a European country sounds horrifying.
It sounds awesome to me. It sounds like it's better. It's all like none of it's car-based
living in like the
like it is here,
of France,
and like
cool.
none of it is
wild.
fucking bullshit. None of it is, hey, go drive 45 minutes to go do anything.
Yeah.
Now, where in France? Would you want to be in like the countryside, or do you want to be
I
in
want to
Paris?
go in Paris. I want to get it all. I want to go in Paris and then travel out of the countryside, or like maybe something smaller than Paris. Paris might be kind of crazy.
A lot of them speak English over there.
Yeah, but I should learn French. I should learn languages. I should have more
Yeah,
than just
I know.
English
I know.
under my
That's
belt.
like the only language I know slightly of. I like did very poorly in that class, but I did learn
I didn't
something.
take a foreign language.
I could be like, "Hola, bonjour,"
All the German.
and they would say something I didn't know, like, and then I could think I could just like bullshit, like, if I just don't know what you're saying, just like talk at you and try to get. I know enough to be like, you know, like.
So you can't speak it.
No.
Yeah.
But I do know some words.
Right.
Could you ask for help if you had to?
Absolutely not.
Well,
Some words is like me knowing Russian. I know.
Well, I know help in sign language. So if they knew sign language.
No.
Yeah, so you're fucking.
You're done, dude.
You're insane. Yeah. It's nuts.
It's over.
Let's hope they know a less known language than every other language
You
possible.
know, a deaf person could be somewhere in France.
But you
They
gotta
don't
find
speak
them.
English. I don't think they have the same sign language.
No,
you know,
they do. It's. Oh no, it's American Sign
I
Language.
know, but they probably use ASL, right? Like.
American Sign Language. You're telling me the French use American Sign Language?
Isn't it ASL?
Is
Yeah.
It, isn't it
I mean, I don't know.
American?
Do you think that that's what they'd use?
ASL's a disease.
I don't know.
American
ALS
Sign Language.
is a disease. No, they definitely don't. They probably just use They probably just execute the deaf
What
people.
did deaf people speak in France?
I think they just kill
What
them.
did deaf people? They gotta Google it. Do a French Sign Language.
Yeah, FSL. It's
FSL.
FSL.
It's just the same thing, but they're holding a baguette the whole time.
Yeah, they just gotta get around their shoulders and they're just.
You have to
signing.
stink to do French Sign Language. You have to get
the
body odor.
You were all like,
It's like
about you in the French.
No, I
It's like a
French.
certain way they twirl their curly mustaches in like different letters.
It's really fun. Just the stereotypes of countries are funny.
The only thing I got against France is Napoleon. I'm like, how you gonna let him?
Fucking Napoleon ruled, dude.
Just because he was a great military commander, and I have a lot of respect for him.
He's
trying
still-
to-
You know why I
He
respect
kinda like-
Napoleon is because he thought aluminum was really valuable. And
Yeah, I know another
he had,
dumbass who thinks aluminum's really valuable. Speaking of fucking complete idiots.
Aluminum?
well, you see, in that time it was valuable because that was before.
Just kidding.
We found out it was a shit metal.
Well, no, but those before they could create it like on a mass scale.
Right.
They had like limited quantities of it, but they couldn't produce it on like a big scale
Okay.
until a guy from Oberlin figured it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
secret history they don't want you to know about.
Hell yeah, that's dope.
A secret history that you only know about? Is that what you said?
No, that they don't want you to know.
Oh,
about,
I was
dude.
going to say, that's a good YouTube channel.
No, dude, it's like a company like around here. It's called Alcoa or whatever, and it was like they like invented. They were
Yeah.
the first company that like made aluminum. Period,
Really?
and they were the only ones who like knew how to do it for a long time.
Wow. That's kind of wild.
But then also a guy in France, he invented how to do it at the same time, which is
Well,
crazy.
fuck him.
Because it was just like I think like the
According-
technology came out, just like electronics and stuff. Because they used like electricity, just like advanced, and then like you said, at a certain point, people realized, oh shit, with this new technology, you can put 2 and 2 together, and make a fuck ton of aluminum. Just around the world, you know.
We can manufacture this.
And a mask.
Get the factories.
Get the children in the mills now. I need 30 kids stat.
We figured out aluminum.
There's a new metal. I need 17 of your youngest orphans. I gotta get their little hands in the machines.
See that, Johnny boy? That tiny.
You know,
little thing
it's
in
funny.
there?
It's funny. A guy who's shitting on aluminum so hard is holding aluminum right now.
Yeah, this is a bullshit can. I wish it was a bottle.
Fucking guy.
This is a bullshit can.
No,
You're a plastic man.
No, I hate plastic.
dude.
Plastic's dumb too.
No, you know aluminum's the right way to go. You know it's the most reusable.
He told me that aluminum is the most efficient, the best metal ever. It's better than anything other metal that's ever
I mean,
been.
if you're trying to transfer heat,
gay is what he said.
if you're trying to efficiently transfer heat, you know, I mean.
I know, but are we gonna say that aluminum is the most valuable?
I mean, I would say.
It's a stupid claim. It's a dumb claim.
Well, okay.
He's dying on the
Well, you
hill of dumbness.
no, I'm pretty sure I heard
What would
it.
you think that the best metal is? Sorry, Jared. But let's try to solve this. What is your best metal?
I think they're all equally.
You all think you're an equal?
They're an equal metal. I don't have a strong opinion on metals, but I don't think aluminum's the best one.
I'm a cobalt guy.
Okay, cobalt.
Cobalt rules.
I'm a cobalt guy. Can I change my answer? I'm a carbon guy.
Yeah, carbon.
Is that a metal?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
I don't know. Can you smell? You can't really smelt carbon.
Nope.
It has to be a smeltable metal.
A smeltable metal?
Yeah.
Cobalt.
Cobalt.
Is cobalt a metal? Or is it something you can pick up in no man's sky?
It's a real thing. They have like the cobalt mines, dude. That's like a problem.
They do. It is a metal. You're right. Yeah.
That's a problem. I know it's a.
Now, is it because of all the African children dying you like cobalt, or is there other
it's
reasons?
It's just a random metal.
It's
a very suspicious metal to enjoy at this time.
Well, I could have been like, I like germanium. The germanium mines. Fucking. You know what? I'm a really big.
So you're into rare earth metals.
Sure. Yeah, rare earth metals do rule.
Weird ones.
Yeah.
The weird ones, dude. The ones that we barely have anything and base our entire technology on.
Yeah. Manganese.
Remember when we were looking?
No,
we were looking
Japanese
for
books.
Huh?
That's those Japanese books.
We would cut the tops off of mountains looking for uranium.
That was cool.
Yeah, but now
You know what I mean?
Now they do it for
Machine.
shilajit. You know about shilajit?
No.
You should try some, dude. It's crazy.
I should try some shilajit.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just slipped into a different dimension where I don't know what's going on. I've been kind of.
Yeah, can you
Get ready,
honestly
we're about to go
confused
watch
this
Dune
entire
2.
I've been completely confused this whole time. Oh, it's
Is
the
it from
spice.
Dune?
It's the spice.
I thought the spice was called melange.
No, shilajit is like the real
Tom
world.
Brady's poop.
If you ate a ton of shilajit and then also did mushrooms or like that psychedelic honey, that would be like spice.
Oh,
Have you
my
done
God.
spice?
No, spice melange is not real.
Then how is it like that then? How do you so wholeheartedly know that
Well,
it's like that?
I just watch the movies and I'm like, what drugs can we combine to try to get what like.
Shilajit?
So it's not
What
even.
is shilajit?
It's not even
don't
really.
even think it's real until
It's a
it
real
explains
thing.
it to
What
me.
is it?
They harvest shilajit off the highest peaks of the Himalayan mountains.
This is real.
Yes.
What is?
Keep going.
Like,
Yeah.
what do they harvest?
Keep going.
So they dig up the dirt and it's this ancient weird decayed plants or something. It's somehow in the dirt and they dig it up and they use water to somehow get this shilajit concentrate and it's this brown goopy really sticky goop and then you put it in a drink with some honey and it kind of tastes like dirty honey water.
What? Dirty honey water.
Dirty honey water.
I don't know why I'm so suspicious of anything he tells me sometimes.
I don't know, dude.
It's real. It's
I
real.
believe it.
I
remember holding this before.
and Fungi sells it and stuff, or he's a sponsor for them.
Is this something he's just chewing up broccoli and spitting it into a can or something?
No, it's real. It's it fortifies your vitamins and minerals.
What's the stuff that makes you shoot loads? Is that the stuff that makes you shoot?
Yeah.
far?
Are you serious?
No, it's another thing.
No, is that
No, because the thing I'm thinking is not shilajit.
Okay, well that's something else. But shilajit also does that.
He's making that up. He's making this all up. No, yeah, none of it's real.
I'm falling out of it.
Yeah, and you went to fucking Hershey Kiss's house or whatever happened
No,
last
dude,
time.
I'm telling you. Look,
Look up Shilajit for me. I want to believe you, but then you just start laughing and it doesn't seem real.
Because it is crazy. It is weird.
Isn't it? It's all weird, but yours just seems like a tall
trips, dude.
Yeah. This just seems like a tall tale. Because I think it's ashwagandha.
I ate a bunch of it and then I just like stayed awake for like
You started
2 days.
shooting ropes. Yeah, ashwagandha makes you shoot ropes.
Why?
I don't know. Just fucking cum buildup happens, I guess.
I don't want to take that shit. There's a spider that does that.
Yeah, it makes you hard for like 4 hours, doesn't it?
Then you die.
Oh, then you die?
Yeah.
I thought you were just rock hard for a while. I thought they were milking spiders for Viagra.
So yeah, it was like he was like a sponsor of it. So that's
You're just showing me a guy. You're not showing me Shilajit.
no, that's like the page who sells it, and you could probably find information on there, and you can see it's real. It's like fungi's in there.
Shilajit. I'm gonna Google it on my phone. Shilajit. It first of all sounds like a Khajiit drug from Skyrim.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
Is it a hallucinogen? What does it do?
It looks like that.
What does it do?
Like that's the product you'd end up eating. It just like makes you feel good. I don't know.
But what does that mean?
I mean, I like
acid makes some people feel good.
It doesn't like make you trip, but like I did like I think like the first time I went to like it was like I think it was the 24-hour wrap. I was there and he gave me like a big cup of it.
Give you some Shilajit.
Yeah, like a thick like a big dose, and I ended up staying awake for like 3 days.
Oh my god.
Like you're not. I don't like. I was trying to because that was like the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't 3 days, but it was like a whole day.
1 cup made you stay up for 3 days.
No, it wasn't 3 days. That's a bit of an exaggeration.
Wow.
But
You're in a 24-hour wrap.
But that was what fueled him at the 50-hour wrap. He didn't. That was the only. He did like tea and a bunch of that stuff.
Really?
He was chugging it. Yeah, it does like give you strength. It's known as the, like weakness. Like I said, as a condition, it's the medicine for weakness. That's what they say.
Who says?
But I think
read that on the
DMT
internet.
is the medicine for weakness.
Yeah, it's one of them.
You smoke DMT, you're fucking like, okay.
That's mental weakness though. I think Shilajit will give you physical endurance to like climb a mountain because it's found at the tops of the mountains. So then you eat
then you eat them to go back down?
Yeah, basically. I don't know.
Or to give you strength to climb the mountain next time.
But maybe somehow it's just like the nutrients up there like don't decay because they're so high up there in the mountains. They're in a very low oxygen environment. So it's just like shit up there doesn't really like, it's not like down below where there's tons of oxygen. Life is like flourishing because it can do like photosynthesis and respiration and all that jazz all the time because there's a ton of oxygen and shit. But up there, just happens way slower. So it instead of decaying, I think just the nutrients just kind of like break down of like dead plants, and instead of just like getting like worked into some other kind of system, they just kind of sit there and just turn into like nutrient rich rocks that they make sticky goop out of. They make it's like rock dabs. It's like vitamins and
ground dabs.
It's like
I don't know if I want to take a rock dab.
No, but it's like having vitamins and minerals,
it sounds
dude.
Dry.
No, it's because you put it in water. That's what it's like. It just tastes like.
Was it just mountain meth, basically?
Mountain meth. I like.
But you don't. I mean, you don't feel it like it's doesn't like it's not gonna like make you like.
And you drink this shit?
It's not even like a stimulant.
You drink
it?
It's
not a stimulant.
No, it just like makes you like not get sleepy or whatever.
But do you drink it? Like, what do you?
Yeah, you mean you just eat it? It's like basically just super thick honey.
Okay.
But you only need like a little bit.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy.
I think you should just eat amphetamines.
I'm gonna get some of them. Yeah, it'll make you feel good.
I like the monkey. It's super cute, but it does look like a prisoner.
I mean, I guess if I was at like
this monkey,
if I was at like a music festival or something,
I've had it forever, dude.
If I was at a music festival or something, I think I would try it.
No, it's not gonna make you trip or anything. It's like not even.
Well, like just to like keep fucking going. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I start tuckering out at like 11 o'clock. Right?
No, like if you ate just like a couple of days, like you wouldn't even notice it. You wouldn't even notice it.
Adderall rules. Staying up at night?
No, I can't do it, dude.
That stuff rules.
I mean, I might just drink coffee or something.
Oh, dude, I would never eat an Adderall. I'd probably go crazy.
No.
I do. I don't like it.
You just fucking tuned in, dude.
Dialed.
I'm a fucking downer guy, dog. I need to fucking take painkillers and fucking... But I'm not doing that no more because that shit's bad.
I could probably place like 8th in a rally race if I ate a 30 milligram Adderall.
8th?
Yeah. Rally races
How many
are
people
hard.
are running?
They're like 20.
Okay.
10.
10? I could complete a rally.
I could complete a rally race. Those are hard races.
I don't know, that's wild, dude. I can't eat an Adderall, bro. Those days are over. I wonder what I like. Oh, I fucking hate this shit. Like, you ever fucking imagine I fall into that scenario?
You think Pol Pot's a Buddhist?
Wasn't he?
I thought he was an atheist. I thought he wanted all religion out of his country. I could be wrong.
Oh, I thought he was a Buddhist.
I like not Googling, though. I do like not Googling.
I just feel like maybe like came from Buddhism, but I feel like that's like the opposite of Buddhism.
No, he was
at all.
He was a communist, and he
Well,
wanted.
there's Buddhists to this day that like fight Hindus. Like terrorists in Hindu countries are a lot of Buddhist people.
Damn.
Maybe he paraded.
It's like Hindus do it to the Buddhists, and like the fucking Islamics do it to the Hindus, and fucking it's all just this fucking mishmash of fucking religious warfare. It's like, and that's where I'm like, I wish people would just fucking do what their books say and just lay down your fucking weapons and try not to kill each other.
Yeah.
It's like, listen to this guy, listen to that guy.
I guess that is just kind of the whole thing.
It's like being a Christian doesn't mean I endorse everything that goes on in fucking society with it. It's like I just have a personal relationship with God, in my opinion. And I know I'm not always right. But it is what it is.
Yeah, God is pretty cool.
God rocks. My God is an awesome God. He reigns. Still one of the best diss tracks ever made. I was giggling at work one day because I imagined that when that song was created, he was like in Jerusalem or something, and he's seeing all these Muslims like just being like, and Jews and stuff being like, Allah Akbar, and yeah, Judaism, yeah, and he goes, "Yeah, fucking right, our God's the awesome God, fucking dude reigns." And he's like, "Wait a second," and I went home and just wrote that down. And I believe that that's the origins of that song.
I'm not gonna lie, man, I hate the hymnals in church.
No, I miss old school hymnals.
I understand why we do it.
That's
like, but it's just like, man, I don't want to sing. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Are they singing real hymns, though? I mean, if it's a real hymn, then I'm into it. If it's like a newfangled, like, church, like, band...
No, I know what you mean. Where it's just like I know exactly how you're talking about.
I hate new church bands.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I wish it was like the old school fucking hymnals, dude. I'm like, dude, we have a book of psalms, a book of songs. It's like that's what.
Like someone needs to tell me what page to go to in the hymnal, and then I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna read it. It's just like I remember going like to church as a little kid. There's like the big one, in, like with the big organ.
Yeah.
Was the one like right next to the town hall, not the one.
The Methodist church.
Yeah. So that one, there was tons of people like in there singing like the hymns, like the old school hymns, and they were playing the real organ. It was a crazy experience.
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah. So then, but they were playing that organ's massive. It's like a legit huge ass organ. So that was like I just thought that was like that was like normal.
Yeah.
But like I guess they might still do that in there. I know the church across the street from it, the organ player, like moved out of town to Florida, and then he like did a bunch of recordings of his organ, but they just play it through the speakers.
Right.
And then he doesn't actually play the organ anymore.
Well, it's just that fucking old school shit used to be just rich in like theology and stuff. Now it's just like, hey, God, like that song you guys were just singing. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, here he is, you know, we know, you know, hey. Like back in the day, it was like, let's literally get into this shit in like a freaking song. You know what I mean?
No, there was like
let's put it to music. It was like fucking ballads.
You did like music history. There was like for a certain time period, religious music, you had to be like you were like basically like lived at the Vatican or basically like at the church, and you like were the church composer, and then you would like come up with like compositions, and then someone else, you know, like the actual like Pope or whatever would be like, this is like not.
He would approve the hymn.
Yeah, he's like, this is like a good.
I'm not Catholic though.
Approved, like religious music, but they had like more like strict. I think like that like if the music had like mathematical sense made to it.
No, I know what you mean. Like it's actual music. Like it's like deep theological fucking music.
You couldn't like deviate from that, or else it wouldn't be.
It's like nowadays. It's like I got a guitar. and I'm just gonna say some words. It's like, I get it, man, but it's like, do we have to listen to this in church?
And that was like the difference between like religious and secular music, basically.
Yeah.
Was that religious music was like literally approved by the church and like mathematically was holy music. And then like secular music could have been about God or about Christianity, but it wasn't like approved by the church and like made that mathematical sense, made by the specific person who like studied how to write holy music.
Listen, man, I don't like the Catholic Church because they went after Galileo.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, fuck them. But that was just that was like the idea of that music, I think, was like...
It sucks because the IRA is so cool.
You can like the IRA because they're fighting oppression.
Yeah, dude, you rule. There's this, I listened to War Mode.
You got binoculars right here, dude.
I listened to this podcast.
Where's the British?
I'm talking about Galileo, man.
They had the IRA guys on who were actually there, and he interviewed them. It was sick as fuck. And he was there during the Blanket Man protest.
Dude, that's
you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they would they wouldn't let them wear clothes, so they just went full naked and went on hunger strike. These dudes used to like smear shit on the wall to like psyop the British who were holding them captive. It was nuts. These dudes are some hard motherfuckers, and they're talking about. He's like, yeah, you guys fought like the British. He's like, you guys fought the British, like one of the most powerful armies in the world. And the one, like, he sounds like a geezer. He like comes in and he goes, he was like, and at close range, we fought the best armies in the world at close range, right from fucking feet from each other. I was like, damn, dude, that had to be nuts. Like the Troubles and all that shit had to be so crazy.
They fucking attacked, dude. It was just murdering British. That's what it was. It's like, let's just fucking wait for a military convoy. Like, they're gonna drive past these two hills. We're gonna hide on either side. And as soon as they drive past, we're gonna fucking blast them.
Yeah, they had to be pretty sick.
We'll knock a tree down in front of them and shit.
Yeah.
And just wait.
All the songs are sick as fuck, too. Like...
They were just hardcore.
One of their songs is just calling the British gay, basically. It's called Kinky Boots. It's like, I got a pair of kinky boots and a brand new kinky boot. And when we go on night patrol, we hold each other's hands because we are the British Army and we're here to take your land.
Yeah.
It goes so hard, dude. That's in honor of St. Patrick's Day. That's, I think, why I was thinking about that. But
well, dude, they just went off, dude. They were like, we really don't like being occupied by England. But the north of Ireland was like, we're kind of down. So the English backed their shit in Northern Ireland and fought, like, basically trying to claim all of Ireland.
Fucking,
And there's some true-blooded Irishmen that are like, listen here, buddy.
Yeah, the fucking "Come Out You Black and Tans." That song goes hard. Come out, you black and tans. Come and fight me.
Referring to their uniforms.
Yeah, so come and fight me like a man.
Oh shit! Well, if it's 6:02, if we want to go to Kim's, we should probably head out kind of soon.
Probably.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah.
Where are we heading?
Well, let's stop the podcast here. Is that okay?
Yeah, that sounds fine, man.
All right.
There's a food place next to the movie theater that's pretty good.
Well,
$5 bowls of Chinese.